Yo, because the intro song gets me every time. On a dime, what? And a crime, what? We been all the way turned. What? How the kids do it? All the way turned. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome. Guess who's back? Back again, again. 1 billion break. We can't be doing that. Welcome to season 6, episode 1 of 1 billion brave. I'm so glad y'all here. So glad you're here. So glad you're here. Okay. I'm just so grateful that you guys are here. Like for real, for real, for real. Thank y'all. And for that we are grateful. All right, so Lord, hold on, because I gotta pray real quick. Lord, I did this in a minute. So remind my mind. Is that a okay, it don't matter because you know what I'm talking about. Because you are me and me are we. Remind me what I'm supposed to say. Thank you. Praise God. Amen. All right. Welcome to another episode of One Being Break. We already starting off wrong. Try that again and slow it down. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. We're about to get into the house rules already. All right, great. No profanity. What? What we gonna do that for? Ain't no way. No profanity. We don't do that over here. Also, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because from one blood, he made what? All the nations. And that's on period. You feel me? Also, this show, we talk about who's there? Hey, Ma. This show, we talk about people that have disabilities and medical conditions. Old heads. You already know what I'm about to say. New heads, catch on quick. Get you one of us in your circle. That's all I got. Need I say more? It's the final score. Bar. Get you one of us in your circle. I'm telling you, we top tier. We on season 6. You got 5 seasons to realize it. That's all I'm saying. You got 5 seasons. Okay, you welcome. That's all I'm gonna say. You welcome. Also, on this show, I can't speak for other shows though, but on this show, Jesus Christ, top tier, number 1 stunner, the best of the best. Okay, y'all know, JC is the way to be. Bars. Jesus Christ is better than white rice. Okay, cause are y'all getting it? Okay, good. Because that's that on that. Also, this is one of the very few shows that has girl, you was doing so good. Lord, step in, take the wheel and the keys and the driver's seat, cause not my will but yours. This is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. I had to take a deep breath before I say this. Lady O, Tyler Perry, Mother Ava DuVernay. Where we at the meeting? At the meeting. Where we meeting at? Where? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna end. Where are we meeting? We gotta talk. Lady O, I don't know about this weather. We in California, so the weather is a little we're unsure. But we can meet on the inside for now. Chop it up one time for the one time. All I need is Arizona. Thank you for your time. I'm going up the street to Tyler Perry, Bishop Tyler Perry's house. We can go to the house, studio. It don't even matter. You choose. Send me the location. I know you have an iPhone because I do too. So, and then after you thank you for your time, it's going to be time to go to Rockefeller. Mother Ava DuVernay. I'm in chair 1. She in chair 2. Like, it makes, in my head, it makes sense. And I feel like that's all that matters. Yeah. Okay. And when it happens, thinking not strange. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, thinking not strange. All right, so real quick before I tell you the news of this show. I gotta give Guy his credit. One time for the one time. Okay, so I just started physical therapy. today. Y'all not praying. Y'all not praying hard enough. I need prayer warriors because ain't no way. This therapy. First of all, here's my thing. I've been doing therapy for a long time, on and off. Needless to say, that's not the point. The point is, why are all the therapists so excited? You look too happy, and I don't like it. Hi, grandma. I love you. You're a little too excited. You're a little too excited, and I don't like that too much. That's one. But because I'm over here being stretched, tried and true, and you just chipper. Tone it down, at least to a good 7. At least you're a little too high. I need you to bring it down a few notches. Nevertheless, listen. So my therapist today, he came in and vesty for the resty. He came in and he was doing an evaluation, which is cool. They all do that at the very first time. It's my very first time meeting him in particular. And he was going through the list. Do you have gout? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have diabetes? Do you have knee replacement? I mean, just going down. And I was like, no, NA, not applicable. Doesn't apply. Never had it. No, no. I mean, just going down. So at this point, now he's down to, have you ever had a stroke? And I was like, no. So he's bamboozled. He's in confusion because he's looking like, what am I here for? Do you have an issue? And it's not funny because I was looking at him. He looking at me, looking at the paper, looking at my walker. Like, okay, so I see you have a walker, but I'm looking at you. I'm looking at this paper, and it's all no's. What we supposed to do? Sing kumbaya? And so I had to explain to him. I'm like, sir, I do have muscle weakness and nerve damage, so you're needed. That was why you got the referral, because you're needed. And he was just so confused at the simple fact that I've never had a stroke based on my medical condition. And at that point, I just really had to thank God, like, God, I am one of those ones to where you don't understand. You are literally the only source of why I'm alive. Because it don't make no logical sense. And he was explaining to me that pretty much every person, every patient that he's had, um, especially having a brain tumor, they've had a stroke, they've had seizures, something of that nature. And to the point to where they need an in-home therapist. Well, that's not my case, but yet I have an in-home therapist. And hey, friend, love you. And I'm just like, God, I thank you. I thank you that although I am getting the resources for someone that does or may have something worse off than me, I am that example to where it's only you're the only one. Cause I don't know how you hear. We're unsure. Don't know. But what I do know is Gabby got it. He said hi, but he been looking low. He's still here. I be calling him friend. And I be calling him my father. I be like, I don't know. You gotta ask my dad. I can't help you. It's beyond me. They don't pay me enough. That's beyond my paycheck. And that's a period. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. Just grateful. So for those out there that do deal with medical conditions, there's always someone there. Girl, you was doing so good. I mean, the whole motivational speaker was just all up in you, and there you go, fumbling and tumbling. Golly, come back to the fold, mother. Come back to the fold. Thank you. For those that deal with medical conditions, just understand that there's always someone else worse off than you. But then also, you're here as a testament for a reason. You gotta find that thing and tap in. Cause can nobody tell me different? JC be doing his big one every single time. And I'm always keep him the number one stunner. The number one. Okay, stay focused, Domo. All right, so why are we here? We're here because the show is live. But also, typically, as you guys know, that I typically interview people. Well, surprise, surprise. I am being interviewed today. Let me tell you, I'm nervous in a mug, bro. So let me tell you where I started before I bring out who was going to be my interviewer. It started one of my best friends. She was talking to me, and I was like, I want to do something different for season 6. We on season 6. I want to do something different. And she was like, why don't you be interviewed? What? I ain't never. Ain't nobody be asking me questions about what I. Huh? I just instantly got nervous. But then I started thinking, like, people really don't know, my story. They don't. Because I don't share it. It's not about, it's not about me at that moment when I interview other people. I may share, like, here and there. But I just think it'll be dope to see who is the person as the host. Like, who is the person behind the scenes? What have I been through for real, to let people know, like, I'm even more qualified in the reason why I even started this show. So, shout out to Dr. Naomi Johnson because you a real one, and I send your advice, and I love you so, so much. All right, so my guest, first of all, did I say I was nervous? I'm nervous in the mug, but I'm super excited because my guest, she's my best friend for over 50, 11 years. Hi, JJ, I love you. 50, 11. 50, 11. Okay? That's one. Two, she has seen me post walker when I was running laps, skipping. She's seen me through it all. And a lot of people don't know that I haven't always had a walker. A lot of people don't know that I've never always had leg braces, all the things. So I'm super excited that she is interviewing me because she don't even know everything. So without further ado, Misty Rotisserie Bestie, like all the things cousin, like come on in, friend.
Hi guys.
We in there, we in there. What? Missy, I'm nervous.
Me too.
Oh gosh. Okay, so who you can ask me whatever. You already know. We gonna flow. We're gonna flow. It's an open book. And we in there. My love it. Love you, Dr. Naomi. All right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So 50, 11 years is like a little over 25 years.
Definitely 25.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're gonna say like 27, 29.
We're somewhere in there. We
We
deep
somewhere
in there.
we somewhere in there. All right, you ready? You ready? What?
I'm
Let's get
ready.
all right, let's get it. Ah,
Let's get it. So everybody know, hi Auntie. So everybody know you as like this disability advocate. But who is Domo?
I don't know. Like I'm a regular goofy person. Like I be going to sleep. I take naps. I, I like to be quiet. Like I'm peaceful. I'm a music lover. Um, I love all things color. I only eat 5 things. Like that's
Chicken.
literally me.
Chicken.
That's literally
Chicken.
me.
Chicken. So how do we get here? How did this begin? Because like you said, I know you. Post the walker, post everything. Y'all, she used to run laps, y'all, at PE. She used to.
I really did, for real, bro. So how do we get here? So let's start from the beginning. At 9 years old, I was with my dad, visiting my dad for his weekend, and he noticed that my right side, I was like trying to get in the car and I was closing the door, but I was reaching over with my left hand to close the door. Didn't really think too much of it, but okay, we're moving on. So now we're at the point to where I'm at my dad's house playing, I'm 9 years old, so I'm doing what I'm doing as a kid. And he was calling my name. I didn't answer. And as at first, when parents call you, you supposed to, what's going
You
on?
gotta answer.
Right, because why you not answering? What the problem is? Well, the reality of why I didn't answer was because I was losing my hearing in my right side. So I was going deaf essentially. Couldn't hear him. I didn't know that he was calling me. Then it came to when I wasn't answering, he actually walked up to me and he started tapping me on my shoulder on my right side. Well, I couldn't feel. Didn't even know that he was tapping me. So at this point, we're in a frantic. What's going on? You can't hear me. I'm literally like pushing you basically, and you can't feel. So rushed me straight to Kaiser Sunset. Did testing, all the things, and come find out that I had a brain tumor, and it was growing down my neck spine, and it was affecting, or where the tumor was, it was pressing against not only my nerve spine but also the limbs of my mobility, my hearing, basically how I move, how I hear, my sensory. So had emergency surgery, like boom, there. At that time my mom was in a recording studio with Kurt Carr at that time, and or she was somewhere, think, because child, she
She's
she
somewhere.
she famous. She famous.
She's
Okay.
somewhere.
She was
Right.
somewhere. Somewhere. And called my mom over, had emergency surgery. They told me that I probably wasn't going to be able to live past 9, because of where the tumor was, and they wouldn't be able to get it all out. So, yeah. After the surgery, of course, my hearing came back slightly, but the effect of it was nerve damage and muscle weakness, because we didn't know how long I had the tumor and had no clue where it came from, where it started from. Um, yeah, so that was like the beginning of it. And the type of tumor that I have, it's not cancerous. Super grateful for that. But it is a type of tumor that it grows back every 5 years. So definitely had to be monitored every 5 years. Yeah. And then the blessing of that was during that time I was having the surgery, there was a lady who had her daughter. Her daughter was the same age as me, in the same room, same tumor. I mean, identical. Her surgery was right before mine. Well, unfortunately, she didn't make it.
My God.
So, um, that was, of course, I didn't at that time. I didn't know. My mom was talking to the other mom, and they became associates, and that was what the story was. So, of course, like when it was my time, same doctor and everything. When it was my time, um, that was always in the back of my mom's head. So we're unsure. I mean, identical to the girl that was right in front of me, and same doctor, same everything. Yet she didn't make it. Well, I'm so grateful that I was one of the ones that God kept my life. Although the medical conditions come, I don't care. I'm here, and that's on period.
And is. And ain't
And
going nowhere.
and it,
Ain't going
where
nowhere.
where's my wallet? Cause now you're preaching. Where is my wallet? So after that, wait, you want me to tell the whole story?
We all need to know, ma'am.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt the flow. Okay, so at that point, now we're on the journey of during that 5 year span at 9 up until 15. Now I'm grateful for my mama in this season. I mean, in all the seasons, but specifically in this season, because she still taught me how to be an active, regular kid. I wasn't, although I was very like confined just because of the medical conditions. I did jazz, ballet, tap. I was in drill team, all the things. Like I was a Girl Scout child. I mean, when I say everything, I was in piano lessons. I
Hmm.
did I did it all. Like I was in choir. Like
Shout
did
out to the choir kids.
we was in period. We was in choir, like killing the game. So I did a great aspect of the childhood life, despite my medical conditions. So now we're at age 14. I am a freshman in high school, and I couldn't get up out the bed. My equilibrium was like so horrible. I could not get up out the bed. Every time I would lift my head up from the bed, room spinning. I was throwing up. Like it was the worst. And that lasted for 3 days. And finally my mom took me to the doctor and they were like, yeah, well, the tumor has grown back. We're at year 5. The tumor has grown back, as we all know. So she's gonna have to have surgery again. And we hear it that your tumor's gonna grow back, but when it comes to fruition, it's like, well, dang. So I missed a semester of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yeah, you do remember that. I missed a semester of high school, and here's the thing, because this is the flesh side. I was very irritated at the fact that when I did go back, I had to wear a neck brace. I'm a freshman in high school. Ain't seen these people from Adam. Freshman in high school had to wear a neck brace and a Roller backpack. What?
Why I don't
Freshman
remember the neck brace,
child,
and I was there.
an entire neck brace. But aside from that, had the surgery, and this time I had stitches and staples. They shaved the entire back of my head from ear to ear, like from ear down. So I was completely bald, from the back of my head, like completely skin bald. And they just said, it's liable. This is what's gonna happen. So during that time, I I don't really remember, but I remember like bits and pieces. But what I do remember was um Kurt Carr and the Kurt Carr singers came to
Shout
my
out
okay, shout out. They all came to my room just to see about me. And they stopped recording. They were literally recording one of their records and preparing for a live concert. And they stopped what they're doing and they came to just care and see about me, make sure I was good. I'm super grateful for that. Very, very grateful for. So shout out to Kurt Carr and the Kurt Carr singing. The originals. We love the other ones, but the originals.
the originals.
The
The
originals.
originals.
So now we like, okay, 5 years, 9, 14. We 5 years. So we 21. Now, during that time, I'm at 21. Nothing is happening. So I'm thinking we good. Child, these 5 years ain't nothing. What y'all talking about? Because I'm at 21. Now I'm at 22 and everything has changed. What is going on? Now the tumor hasn't grown back, but now I'm growing a cyst inside my tumor that's making my tumor grow. So that was a whole situation in itself. Now, no, I'm sorry. Let me back up because I totally missed a whole chunk. So we're at 14. Year 16, my sweet 16th birthday, my tumor was growing. And after my sweet 16th birthday, I'll never forget this. After my sweet 16th birthday, they said you can't do surgery twice because you already had it in the same spot. So the next step was you have to do radiation, highest dose, 5 days a week, 5 weeks, um, in Sunset. And we lived in Pomona, I believe, at that time. So that I did it during summer. Woke up every day. Mom took me, and that I would have to say that was probably the hardest because it really depleted me to my core. Like I was just so tired. I was sleepy. The youngest one out of all the people that went, I was the youngest one. I had to cover my face. Couldn't be in the sun, even though I tried to one time, and my skin peeled just from being in the sun. And I couldn't be by a microwave. Like I was just I had no life, pretty much. And that was I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy at all. The beautiful thing in that is, I always kept a positive attitude. And during my sessions, during my radiation sessions, I had gospel music playing. Like, I mean, blasted. I don't care who heard. We don't care. Could you play DJ?
Play
Run
that
that
song.
track. You feel me? And I wanted to set the atmosphere during this trial time that I was going through. 16, I don't care. I want to set the atmosphere not just for what I was going through, but also for the people that were helping me, all the nurses, the doctors, anybody in that entire department. No, 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 y'all gonna submit to Jesus. I don't know what y'all was doing before me or after me, but right now, this session is Jesus all day, Jesus all the way, bars. So that was like beautiful. So now after I'm 16, now we're moving forward to 22. At age 22 is when the cyst was growing inside my tumor. My tumor had died down from the radiation, which was that was a blessing, and now we're on the cyst that was growing inside my tumor. So had surgery twice, can't do it in the same spot. Had the highest dosage of my level for radiation, can't do radiation again. Next chemo. Okay, I'm 22. I don't know if y'all aware. I'm 22 years old. I'm at my prime. Y'all, this is interacting what I'm trying to do. You feel me? So I was um I think I was more so irritated. I think I was more so irritated because I had to stop working, I had to stop driving, I had to drop out of
Pause right
school.
there. She used to drive y'all.
I did.
She
I got my
did.
license at
She
15.
did. She sure did.
Let's be very clear about that. I had my license at 15. I was whipping and dipping. What? Whipping and dip. Boom. So, um, when they explained to me all the details of what the chemo looked like, what the process was going to be, um, they were basically telling me my first year. Well, because of the tumor, I don't have cancer. That's one. Two, I've done every other process. The last resort was chemotherapy. And they weren't sure how it was going to go because they've never treated a person that doesn't have cancer for chemo. So, in my level, I was the lowest level, but the highest dosage of my level.
Oh well.
And I did the chemo injections and I did the pills. So I was double for the first year, every 2 weeks. And like I said, like I had to quit school. I dropped out of school. I had to quit working. I had to quit driving because that was literally my life. Every 2 weeks, I was doing injections and pills. The worst because everything tasted like metal. I would sleep for 7 days, woke up, did labs, back to chemo, and that was literally my life for the first year. After that first year, nothing as far as like my health declined or changed. So they were like, okay, so this is working. We're gonna take you off the pills, but you're still gonna do the injections. And I was like, okay, so how long? They were like, we'll let you know. I'm sorry. What does that mean? Let me know what. How long am I supposed to do chemotherapy? Because I know that typically chemotherapy patients have a beginning date and an end
And
date,
an
and
ending.
they know how many sessions they're doing. So what do you mean? I'll get back to you?
Where they
What?
do that at?
Where they do that at? So the get back to me lasted 6 years. I did 187 chemo treatments.
Sheesh.
And the blessing behind that was, I mean, there was so many blessings behind that. One, a human body can't hold that much chemo in their system for
Right.
60, 180. That's impossible. Typically, it's like 30 treatments, 20 treatments, 187. That was one. Two, um, people didn't believe me that I was doing chemotherapy because I didn't look discolored. I didn't look frail.
You didn't
Um,
lose your hair.
and I come on now, that's a blessing. Ain't lost
That
a strand.
I can testify to because I used to wash your hair.
You sure did. Ain't lost
Used
a
to be
strand.
scared because I didn't want to hurt you.
Yeah, because I was very fragile. I was definitely fragile
She
during
was
that.
fragile, y'all.
Definitely
But she
scratch.
still was like, get deep in there. I need you to
Right. Please
in
scratch my
there.
scalp. Please scratch my scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did and the I'm just super grateful during that process because my last 2 years I was able to drive myself to and from chemo. And during my chemo treatments, one during my chemo treatments, I'm a music person, and that was what kept me throughout this whole process. Music is what kept me because there's been so many times, so many years that I wasn't able to move, talk, anything of that sort, and music was my conversation to God. So that's my love for music. So if y'all hear me always singing something, it's because I got I got about 27 years worth of songs stored up. You feel me? And yeah, my bad, but not really, but yeah. So during my chemo treatments, anyone that took me during the time before I wasn't driving, um, they already knew. My nurses already knew when I came in. Oh, we're gonna play music, and it was so mind-boggling for the patients, not only the patients but also the nurses, because when I say I went to chemo dressed,
To the nines.
earrings, all. I mean, the whole entire fit. Like, y'all said, not me. Everybody else came in there with like hair wraps and pajamas and
Not
pillows.
never.
Not me.
Never.
No, not never. Walked in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all.
Good
Good morning.
morning. Good morning.
Right,
How
y'all.
are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Can I have some cranberry juice, please? Thank you. I walked in there like
Cranberry
that.
juice.
I,
Ate with your crackers.
and the
Crackers.
we gotta
We gotta have them.
gotta have
Gotta
the
have
we gotta have the crackers. So yeah, I walked in there with a different perspective and a different mindset. And for me, my 6 years of chemo was probably the funnest time that I ever had in my life. And that's very strange to say, but that was my experience because I made it that way. I
'em.
didn't.
You made chemo not look like it was bad. But
For real?
however, I can for sure say having the parents that you had really taught not just you, but others to set the atmosphere.
Yes.
And setting that atmosphere makes a huge, huge difference from what one person experience may look like compared to yours. But it also becomes contagious. Your
Yes.
smile, your aura, everything about you is contagious. Like you have no choice but to laugh or sing or just your mood has to change because you are a whole atmosphere shift in itself.
Thank you. I be trying.
You
They
know?
stop me.
They
And nothing
can't.
else. And nothing else. And here's the thing. This is the thing that I realized just living this life. Um, but did you die? Like that's my thing. Did
That
I
has
die?
always, but that was always your mantra. Like, but did I die?
But did I die? No, I'm still
No.
here. I got stuff to do.
It's like I got. That's always been your thing. I have things to do. Like I have a life to live. I have things to accomplish. I have. Look at you. You a whole doctor. Look at you. You have things to do.
I got things to do.
You have
Hi,
things
Lisa,
to
love you.
do.
Hi, Lisa, love you. And I just think that that's what pushes me to be who I am. But then also my doctors, every I got 50 11 doctors too.
Yeah,
And
you
all
do.
of them are the chief of their department. And I'm like, God, during this time, even though I'm dealing with whatever the ailment is at that time, because it be something every day. Whew. But even in that, I still have the best of the best.
Because only the best for his daughter.
Come,
Like you
only the
gotta
best.
only the best. Like nothing less. Only the best.
Bar. That was a bar.
That was.
That
That
was
was the bar.
that was a good
They
one.
come they come out randomly, but they do come out.
They do come out. Yes, I'm very grateful. The journey is not difficult. I mean, it's not easy. It's very difficult. I have my days to where I'm just like, who okay, cuz God, you said I know. But do I want to be the person that shows what long suffering looks like? I'm not really sure. Not I don't know. But during this show, and then also the people that are commenting, and then just the support from everyone, and my mom, that's my number one. She
Hands down,
okay,
she
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 always
has
writer.
she has cultivated me into being the mom that I am, and I have to give that to her. Going with someone that has a, you know, a child that has a medical condition. So like
Right.
I did it, and she coaches me through it, and I have to give it to her. She does. Like,
Yeah. And I think I never knew, dealing with all my stuff, because I'm just like, okay, God, I'm literally the only one out of my entire family on both sides that deal with medical conditions and continuum medical conditions. But
mhm,
also, I'm the only one in my family that um is still alive to tell it.
that part. Because like you said, nobody's going through 187 rounds of chemo. Ain't nobody.
I
And
know.
live to tell the day.
And
And
just to tell.
radiation and surgeries.
And also, my doctor, especially my neurologist, my neurologist was so shocked that I was able to accomplish. I'm gonna say accomplish because that's a blessing. Accomplish 187 chemo treatments. I became a case study in
You
that,
are. You
because they
are.
were like, how did your body make it after
But
10?
God.
Right, that's it.
Like
JC, that's it.
there's no if and buts about it. But God. Like that's it. There's no let's try the case study. Unless you about to tap into Jesus himself.
It's never
That's the
gonna.
only way. It's never gonna make sense to you guys because it was never meant to make sense to them.
Right, and with that mentality, I'm just like, all right, God, not my will. Like, I'm grateful. And I say this humbly, but I say this with all authority. Like, I'm grateful that I've been through everything I've been through. And it's not for everybody, and everybody's not gonna agree, and that's okay. That you ain't me and me ain't we. But I'm grateful that everything that I've accomplished, everything that I've done, everything who I am has literally stemmed from my flaws, has literally stemmed from my thorn in my side. Literally. I wouldn't be on this show. I wouldn't have anything that I have if if I didn't if I didn't trust God in my flaws. If I didn't trust God, like, all right, God, your grace. Okay. Cause this thorn, it ain't looking to I'm slowing down, but I'm still getting it done.
Steady wins the race. It's the steadiness. Because you never stopped. You just slowed down.
Just slow down. I just need a little nap sometimes. That's it.
Just know that. Because every
Just
time
a
you
little
speed
nap.
up, we end up having some injuries.
Right. And let me say this. I am grateful for the ones, shout out to the ones that be slowing me down, because I won't stop. Let's just say
No.
I won't. And for the people that tell me, sit down somewhere, I appreciate it, because I may get irritated. I may be like, but at first, but my heart of hearts, the real behind, I need that. Like, I really do. And I appreciate the correction. I appreciate, like, not too much now. I appreciate
But
that. I need that.
but you do it for everybody because you tell everybody to slow down. And it's sometimes needed. We have to, iron sharpens iron, and sometimes we have to tell each other, "Sit down, Brown.
Not too much.
Not too much."
Have a seat. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm grateful for um I'm grateful every day, even though, like, my life has, I mean, here's the reality of my life. I will eventually decline physically. It just is what it is, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted that. I know that it's going to come. Because of, like I said earlier, I didn't have a walker. I didn't have leg braces. I was running. And now we're at the place to where I do have a walker. I do have leg braces. I do need physical therapy more than most. the things like that. So there is going to be a reality of me declining physically, and I'm okay with that. But what's going to stop my voice? Nothing. I'm just
Nothing,
going to be
not
scooting.
nothing. Hey, I will do like we did in LA at the Blue Note. I'll run with that wheelchair.
Okay.
We gonna get where we need to go, and y'all gonna wait, and y'all gonna get ran over.
And that's it. Nothing's going to, like, nothing is going to stop me. I'm just
No,
going to,
nothing.
I'm
But
just,
your story, it's not your movement, it's your story. The movement of you being who you are and able to reach other people and really like testify and be like, look, I can, if I can do it, you can do it. Like,
right.
you don't have to stop. If you have to slow down, it's okay, but you're still moving. Movement, there's some momentum. So you could tell the next person, like, hey, it's okay. Like, I get it. So
Yeah.
we love
Very.
you for that. We
It's,
love you for
thank
that.
you. I love y'all too. It's a mindset thing for sure because you're like just looking naturally speaking, we want everything to flow and go.
Hmm.
And that the reality is living with a disability, living with a medical condition, that ain't we don't know what the day gonna look like when we wake up in the morning. I was grateful that I was able to get out of my bed this morning because
Right.
yesterday wasn't looking too good. So I be grateful. But it's a mindset thing. You have to change your mindset, not looking at the situation, because what if the situation doesn't change? Where your mindset? Oh, that was good.
That was
That was
that
that
was
was a Dr.
prolific.
Domo
That
nugget,
was
bro.
prolific. That was Dr. Domo. That was prolific.
What if your situation doesn't change? Will your mindset?
And but a lot of people will allow their mindset to really dictate. And you are a proof of your mindset can really change the trajectory of everything.
Right.
So
Very true. I appreciate you for rocking with me too, cause um I know my life is not the easiest to deal with because I was able to do a lot of things and now I'm not. So that takes a toll too for my friends
it
that put
ain't
around
stopped you. It ain't stopped us yet.
it hasn't, but I appreciate, but that's a testament to you too because you see past what physically I can't do or can do, and you still decide and choose to love me for who I am. So
You're
I
my best friend. You're my cousin. Like my kids adore you.
I love them.
Like they adore you. Like so, there is like absolutely nothing. And if I didn't, I think Leland. I know he's watching somewhere. He might run me over with my own car and go get you himself if he had to. Okay,
Okay, 'cause one thing he gonna do is make sure I'm good.
he already knows. Orange juice,
Just give me some.
nothing green on the wings. Chick,
Don't make my stuff look pretty. Just leave it off. Don't put
just
no.
leave it off. Push come to shove, give her some eggs or some chicken and dumplings and some wings. He knows.
Give me some breakfast food and some grits, and we good. What mom say? I wish I could read these comments.
She said has not stopped either one of you real sisterhood. For sure, not never. Like I
Definitely
don't think people realize that our story is so deep because there was a time that we weren't as close, but it never stopped anything. We always checked on each other.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
very.
a story for a different day.
We said yeah. That is that's definitely a story for a different day. I'm grateful that I wasn't. Well, I was kind of nervous, but I'm not that nervous no more because I didn't know what you was gonna ask me.
Okay, so my thing was a lot of people didn't know, like, because we joke about the driving situation because
We
I'm always driving. So it's a situation that we always joke about. But I do remember in high school, like people really thought we were sisters, and they were like, "I just saw you," and we're like, "No,
and you didn't.
you didn't. You seen Domo."
Right, very true. And I think because we're in most of classes together. You was the athlete though. I wasn't the athlete. Give me a song and I was best dressed. You play all the sports. Don't get me outside. I don't want to be outside. I don't want no ball. I don't want to run no lap. I don't. I'm going to the principal's office. Just write me up.
Just
Or
write me a note.
a drum set or something.
Give me a give me a vocal.
Yeah.
Give
Give me
me
the
the
notes. Give me
theater. The
okay, let me
theater. We're going to the theater. We're going to the theater. Choir room. Find me there.
let me read some sheet music or something. Ooh, but it meshed though. It matched who we were for sure.
The walks home to my house. You guys have no idea.
We
You
I
think
that's what people don't understand. Like I used to literally like for real, not have a walker. We used to walk up a hill every day.
to my house just to
And,
eat some top ramen and watch the Five Heartbeats.
and Salina, anything for Salina.
Anything for Salinas.
For sure, for sure.
So
Well,
yeah,
Missy, thank you so
of
much
course.
for interviewing me for real. I really appreciate it. And it
Thank you for
definitely
allowing me to.
insight. It's giving insight for people to know who I am and why I do what I do for sure. You're a great interviewer.
Thank you. I have one question left for you.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
While we got shoes on our walker,
Okay, so here's the thing. I wear tennis shoes all the time. That is the only thing that I wear. I don't wear no other shoes. And when I seen, well, before that, before I had the shoes, I had the little tennis balls. I'm not grandma. I mean, I do act like a mother,
all
but
right, mother.
I know I do act like a mother. That is one of my nicknames. But the walker, the little tennis balls, they was bothering me. They were bothering me to my core. So then when I seen the shoes, I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm about to make that as a statement," and that's just about to be my thing. And now I'm 11 years in, and I haven't. I've only been wearing sneakers on my walker. 11 years.
You know, the people who wanted to know.
It's just, that is true. You know what? I never really thought about if people wanted to know. That's
People
where it's.
wanted to know.
That was why I didn't like them tennis balls. Cause what? I don't play sports.
Goodbye. Good riddance. Good night.
I don't play.
I don't play sports. I don't play.
Oh gosh. Okay, is that all the questions?
That is all my questions. Unless, production has another question.
Okay. Okay, well in the meantime, between time. Thank you, Misty. I love you, best friend. Oh, what's the question?
Would you
Was
rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? A
up
chef.
a chef because I'm allergic to 127 billion things.
She need her wings seasoned in 100 different ways with minus all the stuff she's allergic to.
Exactly. I need my wings seasoned in 14 different ways with two different seasonings.
Pretty
And
much.
I want eggs and grits, like all the time. A personal
Ooh,
chef.
Roscoe's.
Oh my God. Do you know life would be so great if I had a personal chef?
It would.
Gosh. A personal chef, for sure. Definitely so. Gabe gonna put you in the back. We're gonna end this.
All right, love you.
Love you. Thank you. Well, season 6, episode 1 in the books. You feel me? You feel me? I'm super grateful that Missy took the time to interview me. I didn't know what she was gonna ask. That was one. Two, I don't talk about myself and nobody really knows what I've been through. So I'm grateful that she gave me an opportunity to share my story. And now y'all know who I is. And that's on period. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And all those that commented, I am so sorry because y'all know the people that do know watch my show. No, I respond to comments for sure. But I couldn't see them. The devil is busy, but God is busier. Next week we about to be on for sure. I'm gonna see all the comments and I'm gonna read them. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all know I don't go past an hour. So we about to hit it and quit it real quick. Church announcements. If you or someone you know has a disability and or medical condition, or you are an essential caregiver, holla at me because we on season 6. We ain't going nowhere. I know what y'all thought this was. We here to stay. Oh, okay. We're here to stay. Now, disclaimer: don't hit me up if you hit your elbow, if you ran into the wall, if you stub your toe on the corner of the bed. Pay attention, because that's all I got. Over here, we deal with real life issues. You feel me? So if you or someone that you do know has a medical condition or a disability and they're comfortable with talking about it, because you have to be comfortable. I don't want to pressure anybody that's just not comfortable yet. It's not for everybody, and I respect it because I was there too. So if you're comfortable with sharing, or if you know someone that's comfortable with sharing, please holla at me. Holla at me. Let me know what's up. You feel me? Also, other church announcements. Next Tuesday, we are live and in living color. Thank you guys so much for coming in at 6 p.m. now. We did change the time. Um, I just did that because we were at 7. I did that because one, Gabe, he lives in another state. That's one. Two, I do have a lot of guests that are East Coast or international, and I wanted to be mindful of the time that they log on to. We're not trying to have no midnight snack. You feel me? At all. So that was why. Thank you guys again for coming in at 6. I appreciate it. This is gonna be the time. And I mean with a dime. Alright, I love y'all. Thank you guys so much. Don't log off though. Because y'all already know it's always y'all know it's about to be in. It's about to be in. And you will win. I love y'all. Peace. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I be shocking myself sometimes because the lyrical genius, it pops in and you just never know what it's gonna be. You just from week to week, it just graduates and here we are. Lyrical genius overnight. I be shocking my don't blame me, blame the father.